Well, not everyone knocking on your doors this Halloween may be asking for candy. A group called Trick or Vote links Halloween with the midterm elections. Interestingly enough, sending out thousands of young people as ghosts and goblins, hoping to send people to the polls. Here now, Trick or Vote coordinator Ian Greenfield and volunteer Mariana Lindsay. First of all, why don't you go ahead, Mariana, what are you dressed as?
I'm the bride of Frankenstein.
Ah, okay, and Ian?
Classic Cowboy.
Classic Cowboy, all right. And you two are going to be doing a little peddling in those costumes in order to try to bring in the votes.
Yeah, that's right. So every election season, you know, there's lots of knocking on doors, and what's the one cultural tradition where we're expecting a knock on the door anyway?
Well, if you showed up at anybody else's door dressed like that on any other day out of the year, I think that you might get arrested. So anyway, what's the reaction when you two show up? And obviously you're not children, but you are dressed up and you're trying to get people to vote.
Well, we're a little bit taller than your average trick-or-treater, but the reaction is actually pretty great. We're not asking, you know, people to vote any particular way. We're just reminding them to vote.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've actually done Trick or Vote a couple of times now, and people they think it's a hoot.
Well, and Mariana, you are a volunteer. I mean, how did you get involved in something like this?
Yeah, I just, you know, I was interested in helping out in my local election, and I heard about this group that was just reminding people to vote, and I tried it once, and I got hooked. I wouldn't spend my Halloween any other way.
Okay, Ian, and is there anything, I guess, any correlation between the costume and the message, or your costumes are just random fun?
No, I mean, you know, we really leave the costumes up to the volunteers. They can dress however they like. A lot of folks do try and do something, you know, patriotic or, you know, something that pushes democracy. We see a lot of Abe Lincolns, for instance, and actually this year I know of one person, a woman, who's dressing as Babe Lincoln. So we'll see what that looks like.
Very interesting. Have you guys gotten any feedback from the candidates by any chance?
No, again, you know, Trick or Vote doesn't ask people to vote any particular way. It really is about reminding folks to vote, and it kind of fits in between a lot of the partisan stuff that way. In fact, there's a group in Michigan and a group in Massachusetts where their campuses and the young Democrats and the young Republicans are actually working together to do Trick or Vote, which is kind of an anomaly in this year.
All right, well, thank you very much. I appreciate you both coming on. Mariana, you look a little bit like I do before I go into makeup. Great costumes. I had to say it because I knew Greg was going to. Thank you so much, Ian Greenfield and Mariana Lindsay. We appreciate you coming on.
She looks a whole lot better than you pre-makeup, I just want to say. And